Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.
Hello friends, my name is Chinmay Deshpande. I am from Department of Electrical Engineering. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about a relationship between rotor input power and rotor copper loss. Now, for that case, let us consider few parameters. Pi is nothing but the input power which is given to the stator. Pg is nothing but a gap power which is also called as rotor input power. Then PMD is the developed mechanical power and WCU is nothing but rotor copper loss. Now we know that already in a previous video we discussed that few relationships. Pg equal to PMD plus rotor copper loss, where rotor copper loss is denoted by WCU. Consider this equation as the equation number A. Now from this equation, can I write an expression for WCU? Yes. WCU will be equal to Pg minus PMD. So treat this equation as the equation number 1. Now we know that the rotor output is required for a mechanical load. Whatever rotor output which is produced, it will be taken up by a mechanical load and that mechanical load will be served by that. So let the power which is developed mechanically is the PMD, and because of that it gives some torque. That torque is called as a gross torque, which is denoted by TG. Let's have a look for the rotor speed. NR equal to rotor speed in RPS. Now we know that how to calculate a power or how to calculate a torque. Basically a relationship between power, speed and torque is nothing but power equal to speed into torque. So here how I can represent it? I can represent this mechanical power PMD in terms of speed. Now as we are talking about a rotor, so therefore speed of the rotor is nothing but omega r, that is angular speed we are talking about, and whatever torque which will be developed or whatever torque which it gives, that is nothing but TG, that is a cross torque. So based on that we can write a formula, power equal to speed into torque. So PMD equal to TG, that is a gross torque, into omega r. Now this omega r is nothing but 2 pi nr by 60. Here now from this equation number 2 we can write an expression for a gross torque, which will be equal to PMD, that is rotor gross output in the watts, divided by this term omega r, which is equal to 2 pi nr upon 60. Now as it is a torque, so therefore we can write it in Newton meter. Now let us consider that whatever rotor copper losses are there, if we neglect that rotor copper losses, or if we assume that copper losses in a rotor is equal to 0, then whatever rotor output power will be there, it will be same as that of your rotor input power. But we know that here the speed is nothing but a synchronous speed. The rotor will run at a synchronous speed at this condition, that is at a rotor input power. So Ns is nothing but a synchronous speed in RPS. So again we know that how to find out the formula for power. So here we can find out air gap power. Why? Because rotor input power is denoted by Pg, which is also called as air gap power or stator output power. And but obvious, stator magnetic field will rotate at a synchronous speed Ns. So instead of using here Nr or omega r, we will use here omega s in the formula of power. So what we will get? Power equal to speed into torque. Therefore here I can write Pg, that Pg is nothing but a gap power or rotor input power, which will be equal to Tg into 2 pi ns upon 60. We know that omega s equal to 2 pi ns by 60. Now from this equation number 3 again we can write a formula for Tg, that will be equal to what? Rotor input power in watts, that is denoted by Pg, divided by this omega s, that is 2 pi ns by 60. Again as it is a torque, so therefore we will represent this in a Newton meter. Now we know that WCU equal to Pg minus PMD, that we derived from equation number 1. Now what to do? We know what is the formula for PMD. So it is Tg into 2 pi nr by 60. It is there for equation number 2. And we have equation number 3, that is Pg equal to Tg into 2 pi ns upon 60. Now what to do? Just substitute this equation number 2 and equation number 3 in equation number 1. So what we will get? As Tg is there in both the cases, so I will take it here Tg as a common. and 2 pi ns, because here first we have taken Pg. So it will be 2 pi ns minus 2 pi nr upon 60. And now again what I can do, I have to divide this equation number 4 by equation number 3. Why? Because here we will get the relationship for a slip. We know that ns minus nr upon ns is nothing but a slip. So when I divide this WCU by Pg, so I will get WCU upon Pg equal to Tg will as it is 2 pi. I will take common from these two brackets, and what I will get is ns minus nr. Now here it will be 60, that 60 will be from this equation number 3 divided by here whatever value, this is Tg into 2 pi ns from equation number 3. So here you will observe that Tg will get cancelled, 2 pi will get cancelled, 60 will get cancelled, and here we will get relation WCU upon Pg equal to ns minus nr upon ns. But we know that what is ns minus nr? That ns minus nr is nothing but a slip. So therefore I will get a relation WCU equal to S into Pg. The meaning for this is nothing but rotor copper loss is always slip times to that of a rotor input power, that is Pg, which is also called as air gap power. Now we know Pg equal to PMD plus rotor copper loss, that is equal to WCU. This was the equation number A that we discussed earlier. Now we got this relation WCU equal to S into Pg. So what to do? Just here substitute what we will get, Pg equal to PMD plus this value of WCU is nothing but S into Pg. Now what I can do? I can move this term S into Pg towards left hand side. So I will get here Pg minus S into Pg equal to PMD. So from that I can write an expression, PMD will be equal to what? If I take Pg common, then it will be 1 minus S. So from this what I will observe, whatever mechanical power developed is 1 minus S times to that of a rotor input power or gap power. So this is what is the relationship between rotor input power and rotor copper loss. Now also we can write another relation, PMD equal to what? Pg into 1 minus S, WCU equal to S into Pg. Now what I will do? Just I will take a ratio, WCU divided by PMD. So what I will get? Pg will get cancelled, and I will get another relation, that is S upon 1 minus S. So based on this problem or based on these whatever equations, formulas, we will solve some problems, couple of problems in upcoming video lectures. Thank you.
Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.